Hey, good morning, traders. Happy Monday to you. I'm back. Thanks for letting me take a couple of days off there. Thank you, Doug, for sitting in. If you're here, I certainly appreciate it. Today's date is Monday, August 28th. Man, that's some kind of bearish engulf that the market threw us here at the 50. Wow. So I take off, and all of a sudden, here we look like we're about to run, and then boom, big bearish engulf, and now kind of a big doji in, which if I took real time off, it looked more like a hammer. Nice low, high, higher low. Looks like we're going to try to work up that 50 again. When I turned my computer on this morning and I looked at the market, the first thing I thought of was, oh, looky, look at that can-do attitude that the SPY's trying to put together. I don't think we want to trade on can-do attitudes. I think we want to trade on we're doing it attitudes. Nothing about the chart suggests that the bulls are really out there. We haven't turned the corner yet as far as the trend indicator goes. We haven't surpassed the 50 period moving average up here. With that said, there is this, if this is, what might trip your trigger for a something bullish, we do have a higher or a low, and we do have a high, and we do have a higher low. But I think the key ingredient there will be to break out of this higher high, and that will put us above the 50 period moving average. That would actually even create a bullish W pattern there. But until that happens, I'm afraid the sellers still have this game hands down. On a bullish note, which I'm not sure that it's overly bullish, it's just taking longer, that's all. The weekly remains bullish as far as the trend goes. Chart pattern, price action wise, I don't think it's great. It looks more like a little bear flag setting up to me here. So, like I say, the market can have this great can-do attitude here this morning, pre-market. Here's FNGU, little can-do. Here's diamonds, little can-do. Qs are looking, they really have the can-do attitude, I think, candle-wise. But be careful with those longs, okay? And let's see, a couple of, just sitting here this morning, I haven't been doing too much. A couple charts that might be looking good is Delta, still looking short here. We're still in a downtrend. We've just got a bear flag cruising along here. Nice little consolidation. Nice trend down. And that's the way downtrends work. So if we take this off, and let's make that smaller. And if we were to take this right here, well, let's see here. Boom, boom, boom. Whoops, not what I wanted. See, as long as things keep doing this sort of thing, that should have been a little higher. There we go. And that downtrend continues to work. That's what we should look for. If somebody's looking for a reversal on Delta Airlines here, well, there needs to be a reversal, not a, I'm guessing this is a reversal. What we need to see is that reversal, something up there. So, BLDR, this is still looking short. Yeah, that's still looking, you're short, Carol. Good. It still looks good. BLDR looks short here. Nice little top. Definitely a monster down move. And here you are again with this bear flag here. Yeah, a little bear flag. Well, my eyeballs aren't straight this morning. Plane didn't get in till 1:30 this morning, so I'm a little tired. So here we are. Boom, 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 like this. And it's still making that trend to the downside. to be long, we need this to change to a low, to a high, to a higher low, to a higher high. And everything in this area here, this is, we call it chop, tough to trade. Bulls and bears can't make a decision. We blame it on 101 things. And the reality is, this is the market. I hear people say market's manipulated. No, market's not manipulated. It's you as a trader. Just suck it up, own it, and trade it. The chart is in front of us. The chart is very, very clear. So just trade that chart. Thomas, you're right. I've got CCJ on that list. You're right. CCJ does look good. Now see, this is just like the ones that we've been talking about. And see this consolidation here. And see how we've run up. See, that's what we've been talking about. So, but to the downside. So this is very nice moving up. You can see how we rallied up, and look at that consolidation right there. Beautiful. Rallied up. That's some pretty good consolidation right there. It's just going the other direction. So that's what we want being long, while we might want this delta here for the short side. Meta looks short to me here. Meta does not look long at this point. Now, and where it would look long is above about 298.70 here, above the 50 period moving average. Yeah. Nathan, you're right. I've got Tesla on the list here, and it does kind of look long up into about the 50 period moving average, about 257. And the reason I say that is, it's when you're under the 50 period moving average, that's against you. That's not for you. That's against you. Now, it may be a magnet, yes. Okay, so that might be a magnet, but once you get there, the 50 is actually against you. The 50 is for you when we come down to it like this, but it didn't work out, did it? So not only that, take a look at this this resistance, and here's what I'm looking at right there. Look at that resistance right there. So not only do we need to clear that 50 period moving average, we need to get through this level right here. Okay, but yes, it does look like it's going to challenge the 50 period moving average. Very nice price action, great little morning star here, up, and then here is that consolidation, and we're getting that breakout. Now, for those that can't trade Tesla, maybe because of cost, try TSLL. The cost on this is much less, $15.20 here. And it's the same thing. It's the 1.5 times ETF of Tesla. You still have the resistance here. You still have the 50 period moving average, but that still looks like, a 10% trade on the stock, which makes it an easy 20% on the option there. Here's another one that I'm watching for long. I saw this over the weekend. I was looking at some charts, and PSX, it's had a nice run up. Phillips, it's had a nice run up. Here it's moving back, and then it looks like it might be trying to bottom out. If it can stay above 112, and what's important are these highs right here. Now the bulls are trying to scrap and put something in, and if they can stay above that 112.60, well, PSX might be a long trade there. And if that's a long trade, there might be some other energies in there that might be working out. So, well, excuse me, that's all I have. And I actually still have a few more minutes, so if anyone has anything you want to look at. In the meantime, good morning, Nathan, Thomas, Carol, Julie, Doug, John. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. Certainly appreciate it. Again, thank you, Doug. Let me take a couple of days off there. Appreciate that. Got to spend some good quality time with the grandbaby. Hey, Muto. So I'm just hanging out here if anyone has any charts you want to look at. Carol, congratulations. Is this your first? Born next week? That's your first? Oh my goodness sakes. You're in for the treat of your life. It is better than chocolate. It really is. Yeah. Congratulations. Uber. So Bob is asking about Uber long. I did peek at this morning. Well, in fact, it is still on my list here. And, you know, I guess some people are in the business of, you know, buying and kind of guessing. Market's not overly excited. You know, I think that there's nothing wrong with buying it in here. There's nothing at all wrong at all. I don't think you're going to make any money till it breaks out, which you know that. So I'm going to say, sure, long, why not? But on the other hand, if it gets below these lows, the answer would be no. So, and you probably see that already. Nice trend. We're down here flirting with the 50 period moving average. Yeah, long, you bet. But it's going to need to do this. Now, at the same time here, I see Carol says, oh, I wondered about Uber short. Well, there you go. Why not buy it short? You see, right through here is just a whole lot of I hope. That's all it is, the hope indicator. If I buy it long, I hope it goes up. If I buy it short, I hope it goes down. There's no direction, and sideways is not a direction for stock traders. Sideways is not an acceptable direction. So what we need is that can-do attitude. You know, we need that can-do attitude. Boom, I can do it. Or we need that I'm gonna do it attitude to the downside. So that's what I think. But to Bob's, you know, to Bob talking about taking this long, and I've mentioned this many times. You can trade any chart you want. It's all about your plan. You know, if you see this as being long, hey, and it's certainly trending. It really is. Take a look at the weekly chart. I mean, it's still trending. Overall, it looks pretty good. It does. And, you know, it can be bought in here. So let's say you bought it first thing this morning. You know, what are you looking at? A 3% loss? It's all about your plan. The trouble is if you put together too many bad plans in a row, then, you know, trading becomes very difficult. So you have to put good plans together. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad plan, just not my plan. And you're right. There's a bit of a head and shoulders here. Yeah, you're definitely right about that. There's your shoulder. Here's your head, and here's your shoulder. Now, this is my thought on head and shoulders. And so I'm not picking on head and shoulders. I'm also going to pick on my favorite chart pattern of all. Simply that right there. Just because it's a head and shoulders does not mean it's going to fail. And just because it's a trend PBO and bulls buying into it here does not mean it's going to work out. So chart patterns, we use a lot of chart patterns. This is a chart pattern. But what counts is the follow through. What is the intention? So from a probability standpoint, if the bulls took charge here and they held, not, oh, hurry, let's buy it. No. Let the day close. Let it take charge. Then the probabilities suggest, okay, this just may have a leg. Now, how long the leg is, that's a big question. but it may have a leg. If you just go back and look at any chart, that's what we're looking to trade. We're looking to trade those legs in there. You know, even this little leg right here. Look at this. Look at that candle Fig Newton chart pattern, doji bullish engulf, and look at that leg. That's what we're looking to do. So what we need is the bulls to have that can-do attitude and stick with it all day long. And then what we're looking for is the follow-through off this candle to give us that leg. Now the trader figures out where the entry is. That's what we're doing. And then we trade that leg until that leg gets broken. Falls off a chair and breaks itself. So Carol, to your point there, yeah, short as well. It's all about what is it going to do next. It's got to prove itself. Okay, Ty, let's let this be the last one. I think I'll be out of time. CELH for a long. Yeah, see, we're in a leg right here. See how the gap up. Now, I personally have no idea why it gapped up here. I mean, we could research it. Somebody probably already knows. Maybe it's earnings. I don't know. But that's the ignition to the chart. Now, what we expect from there is that leg to go up until it stops. So now it's up to the trader to figure out that entry. And yes, that's setting up quite nice here. That's looking good. Some traders clearly have been buying it already. Let's make this a little smaller. Traders have clearly been buying it here. There's going to be traders buy it on the breakout. There's going to be traders come back and on that next pullback and buy it, providing that leg keeps working and doesn't put in a sell signal. So, yeah, there we go. All right, I'm going to shut this down. We'll see everybody at the bottom of the hour. Again, thank you again, everybody. Good morning. Welcome. Today's date is Monday, July 28th. We'll see you at the bottom of the hour when the market opens up.